In this video, we're going to be talking about the natural killer cell, which is also referred to as the NK cell. This cell was discovered in the 1970s. Characteristics of the lymphoid cell is that they are large, lymphocyte-like cells with distinctive granular cytoplasm. All cells of the immune system arose from the cell illustrated here in purple, the pluripotent hematopoietic stem cell, which is going to be located in the bone marrow. This cell divided into two types of stem cells, one of which was the common lymphoid progenitor, which can be seen here as the blue cell. It is also referred to as CPL. The CPL gave rise to the lymphoid system, which include white blood cells, the innate lymphoid, T and B cells, and the NK cell, which is going to be illustrated here in yellow. NK cells are part of the innate immune system due to lacking the antigen-specific receptors of the adaptive immune system. The NK cells can be found in the blood, spleen, and liver. NK cells make up for 10% of lymphocytes in the body. They also play a role in defense against both intracellular and extracellular pathogens. The NK cell can be considered the serial killer of the innate immune system.
Normal cells with a nucleus code for protein molecules called MHC class I on their cell surface. When cells are infected by a virus or become cancerous, they do not express normal levels of MHC class I. So, NK cells target these specific cells that are unable to code for MHC class I proteins. More importantly, the NK cells are able to discover these types of cells because there are molecules called activating ligands on the infected cells. These ligands are molecules on the cell surface that bind to the proteins on the NK cell surface. These ligand molecules are expressed due to the infected cells becoming stressed, and so NK cells have receptors, that is, another protein molecule that recognize by binding to these activating ligands. So after the NK cell discovers these infected cells, they kill the infected cell by releasing cytotoxic granules inside of them, which are basically toxic chemicals that make the cell lyse or burst.
In this mechanism, first the antibodies bind to the cell surface with the foreign substances. Then the cell surface receptors, also known as the FC cells of the natural killer cells, look for the unknown matter, virus, or bacteria. The FC cells then send signals to the NK cell to kill the infected cell. The last part of this mechanism is the death of the target or infected cell. The cell dies by apoptosis. Apoptosis is a programmed cell death due to a controlled command from the NK cell with no collateral damage, whereas necrosis is a messy death that affects more than just the cell.